Alright, hey out there viewers, fans, and subscribers all the same. It's Rodimus here. Alright, this was a big update happening, so I wanted to sit here and try to go over a lot of it now in order to try to give perspective on what's going to be happening next with my YouTube channel and regarding my Destiny adventures. Now, you know, I don't really do a lot of YouTubing for Destiny unless it's something very specific or informational, or maybe something pertaining to an exotic quest, or if I'm just bullshitting on Crucible for something specific. It came up suddenly, but I'm choosing to act on it now while I don't have any other money invested into Destiny 2 at the moment, and this feels right. Okay, so I decided that I'm going to uninstall Destiny 2 for a little bit and move on to do different things in the PlayStation journey. Outside the pace of combat picking up from varying forge weaponries with the forges, or whatever shit came out of that new raid that came with the Black Armory pass. The game's current competitive meta doesn't really change anything I have to do or what my friends are doing or what they're currently working on, whether or not they're also trying to appeal to the meta, or if they just got something specific that they want to do or activities to work on to keep themselves busy while they're over here on Destiny doing Destinying activities. In my personal perspective, it seems like more people seem to worry about having the maximum level on a character rather than learning the strengths and weaknesses and the hardships of general survival or adaptation or combative prediction, which is expected. It doesn't mean that there's any increase of resourceful or actually great players to go up against, unless there's a good friend of mine or whoever it is out there that's looking for a way to pass time and wants to hit up a game or a one-on-one or an activity. Which is fine for me, because everybody knows me. They know I'm a one-on-one kind of guy, and I do nothing but predominantly either one-on-ones or PvP or high levels of competition on this video game.
5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Shaq, shut up. The highest my light level ever has gone is 616, and that's if I have on the Reverent gauntlets for my arm pieces, along with the cape I have on right now, which is for Memory of Cade, or another one I have, which is an archery set. It's an archery hood I have. That the highest I ever go is 614, 616. I don't really worry, nor do I honestly care about hitting the 650 light level, because hitting the max light level doesn't mean you're good at this game. Everything else that you do and that you learn in the video game along the way, or that you take the time to learn, helps you progressively become good at the game or understand a lot about the gameplay's inner workings. Being at the max light level honestly is just icing on the cake, which honestly just rots your tooth already as it is. Light levels for me in competition mean nothing, because I can fight people all the time that are higher levels than me, but honestly don't stack up against my merit, or don't stack up against other players on their team or against their teams that are lower than them but can do a hell of a lot more things and are a lot more capable fighters than they are, and are more resourceful thinkers. Overall, being invited to friends' activities, like I said, if a friend is looking for a way to pass time or hit up a game or something, it's rare, as I seem to be that reliable guy that people call on when you need a sixth person and you can't find too many others. But again, it's to be expected. It's 2019 after all. While I get on Destiny to attempt to grind out new weapons I don't already own in order to create builds I haven't yet tried out in PvP, like the Cerberus one, for instance, if you guys remember me in a video way back.
You're in the lead.
There was a video that I made in order to try to debut the Cerberus 1 auto rifle. It was an exotic auto rifle. Very nice piece of tech. It was very good. Making builds like that are very innovative on the spot, it tests my ingenuity and my intellect on using different things. I haven't fully bothered about worrying on getting the latest or the biggest toys with each update, or that each update brings up or brings back into circulation. I walk into each competitive game with a fair amount of confidence in myself, my sharpshooting capabilities, and what I choose to use regardless of it being outdated or obsolete, and I stand my ground to win or almost lose. I can easily drop godlike KDs when I'm in the mood, as you've all seen, And other times I honestly just can't deliver no matter what I do, and I do really crappy or I barely get any kills. I pull really shitty games, which you've also seen for yourselves. And regardless of having shitty games and great games equally that go back and forth, I'll still stand here with confidence and say I'm more or less a heroic god of sniping on this platform. I say that because I've mainboarded the sniping playstyle as my hunter PvP playstyle, and I haven't changed that since I got here before the Warmind DLC expansion from long ago. I give myself credit for seeing much of my work there come full circle in trying to bring myself some happiness and contentment. That, for my own capabilities, I perform sniping as my main better than most or any other person could do in the field by just occasionally switching to a sniper to fill in team gaps. I'm not untouchable though. I'm just very fast when I get in my quickscope mindset or when I get my quickscope on. There are a few players and the occasional snipers I've seen and faced that have matched my playing style without leaving themselves too open to being hit, and I like challenges like that. I wish I could see more players like that without there being more of a need to be an event or any gathering out there of passing interest. Regarding PvP, unless I'm walking into PvP already with a friend, I say this with respect, but I could honestly care less about communicating with my teammates no matter how good or smart they may seem to be, because they don't really bother to return the favor when team chat, not fire team chat, is literally right there to use. It's honestly a beautiful waste of an in-game feature. I know I said I was going to try to go into professional rating, or so I stated on the social Bungie forums, though I doubt anybody was really reading my proposal outline. I know I said that I was going to try and film and complete the last Wish raid from start to finish. I know I still have the competitive quest lines for the Luna's Howl and the Redrix, as well as the exotic quest line for the Malfeasance and the Sleeper Stimulants, the exotic weapons. And I know I said I wasn't going to leave Destiny 2 until I would get my own official title to flaunt in Crucible as absolute mastery of something in this video game, which is that little title like Cursebreaker or Dredgen or Riven's Bane, whatever it is, that little title that implicates some type of elemental mastery of the video game. I've wanted one of those ever since I hit the competitive grid on this, and I found out that that was a thing. I wanted to have that in order to make sure without a doubt I've done all the shit I wanted to do in this gameplay, and people who see my name know it. Even if they don't fear my name or fear my style, they know it because I got that fucking tag and that title. I want to do all of that crap still, but I just suddenly don't have an interest to keep playing Destiny 2 right now, when I'm beyond unsatisfied in the progression of events in the community that are trying to keep me here, but honestly are not keeping my attention here. So I don't really think I'm missing out on a lot. All of this, it didn't happen in the wake of the community's competitive revision from other relevant Destiny YouTubers, however many of us are left in the online realm. This was more of a delayed action to a constantly pending thought on a game that's become more of a hard competitive pastime I enjoy doing. I play competitive predominantly, or whatever new game mode pops up from Crucible Labs that somehow reveals weirdly aggressive and competitive players out of nowhere. That's basically where I'm at. That holds interest for me, since I can't financially do anything about getting the Black Armory Pass, nor do I think I'm really missing out on much, aside from a couple new bells and whistles I'm going up against a lot now in Crucible, which honestly makes it more fun for those brief instances. Sure, the plot continuation is pretty nice, and I'd love to see how and what happens, but I'll just have to suck it up and watch YouTube Let's Plays. Not really wanting to do competitive play on a lot of games right now due to a focus in real life concern. I just don't have a strong drive to keep investing more hours and hours into PvP to challenge powerful wannabes or the self-proclaimed gods of this game, or any of the actual true underrated powerhouses that randomly pop up here and there in normal Crucible over comp play, which is stupid BS, but it's 2019 Destiny playing, so that's all it is now. I want to make it clear that I'm not leaving Destiny all in all, like I'm never coming back to play anymore whatsoever. Not after all the work to pick the game back up and reassert my combative style into this gameplay and into this era. To put it plainly, I'm just taking a break from the game. For those that do need me or suddenly need a person for a raid team or a raid team leader or someone to spearhead a raid, I've been in a fair handful of raids to get my hands dirty, but not enough to know them all inside and out yet. I do still have gaps on some parts. I know the regular Leviathan a fair amount. I studied the Spire of Stars myself, and I spearheaded a raid team for it once before. The Eater of Worlds, I know how to do it. Prestige mode, I can do, but not too well. I also literally know nothing of the Last Wish raid outside the last part after Riven dies. That whole passing off point where you gotta work the sphere up the stairs to the Sanctuary as each of your team members gets pulled through to the other side of a rift. Or if any people need a person for a competitive team person, I'm also down for it, easily without question, because it makes the game much smoother when you have team coordination over random synergy from moving and moves playing off of each other. Same applies if people need aid with an exotic quest line or some non-season pass relevant event, whatever it is, or is also seeking the Rat King quest line. You can look me up from my video link, Once Upon a Time, that's on YouTube, that's here in this community. And I'll do my best to reinstall the game if I have room to come back and I can help you guys out. I got no problem taking that and helping out a friend if you guys need help on it, if you really do need help on it. That being said, I'll leave a link to my YouTube channel and I will leave a link to my general ID below, so if you guys need to know where to find me, you know my general PlayStation 4 playing ID. That being said, you all have a blessed one ahead out there. And as always, till all are one. Wow!
Vex weapons would have been a nightmare in Wit Legion's hands.
I'm not even fucking